Here's something old-time GL, and it's very timely. It's wonderful to have this. Howard Clarish writes, I heard this as I was in the area of Centennial High School on Saturday, and when I heard it, I knew exactly what it was, a Model B John Deere. I grew up with two neighbors who had them and actively used them their entire farming careers. I followed my ears and happened upon a young fellow who was driving one down the street. As you can imagine, it wasn't much of a contest to catch him. I rolled down my window to get his attention, and after a moment of bewilderment, he stopped to see what I wanted. After explaining what I was hoping to do, who you are, and why I wanted audio of his tractor running, he was thrilled to oblige me. Some notes. The 1936 B John Deere cost $1,900 when purchased new, or approximately $39,000 when converted to current value. Inflation has grown by 1,941% since 1936. Despite being born during the Dust Bowl era, over 55,000 were built in Waterloo, Iowa, between 1935 and 1938. Overall, it had a 20-year model run. This tractor has likely put as much corn on American tables and in silos as any contemporary power implement in U.S. agricultural history. It was a general-purpose row crop tractor. Kenny, explain it, he says.
You could strap a cultivator underneath it, so you could cultivate, you could harvest, you pull a combine behind it, you can seed, you can do virtually everything with them. Their flywheels start, too.
As with most row crop tractors, the spacing between the rear wheels could be adjusted to suit row spacings.
They slide in and out. It's really cool.
And the front wheels were offered with wide and narrow wheel arrangements. The B could work two plows. The tractor was equipped with a two-cylinder side-by-side 17-horsepower engine of 149 cubic inch displacement. Both gasoline and kerosene-fueled versions were available. In short, this is a praiseworthy machine. It was used and depended upon by many a great living American. It helped build and feed this country during some really hard times. Give it a salute, and now pick up Howard's audio.
Hang on here. So you want me to start it up and then hop on and take off?
Yep, that's what I want.
Okay.
And we're Joe, we're listening to a B John Deere from 1936.
Okay.
Oh, listen to that.
It's a symphony.
That's awesome.
Do you know why I knew?
That's fantastic. And I'm even going to allow the use of the word awesome.
Yeah.
There.
You know why I knew it was in Waterloo, Iowa? You guys are familiar with Mike Grimm, play-by-play guy voice? That's what his dad did for a living. He sold John Deere equipment.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
The first tractor I learned how to drive was a B. We actually, my dad bought one for use, and those things, by the time we got to use it, it could barely pull itself up a hill. You could not pull a load of logs with that thing up a hill.
Don't you currently have one that you're going to restore?
I have a Minneapolis Molina, a 49 UTU. But what I love about those older ones, they've got a big flywheel. You start it on the left side, but then over on the other side, it's a pulley on there, and you can hook up a long belt to it and power almost anything, including the most dangerous implement known to man. Guys would strap a big, huge saw blade to the front of it.
Yeah.
And power that thing with a belt. And let me tell you, if you got within half an inch of that thing, that would turn you into hamburger.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I've got something else fun for you coming up, too. I don't want to drift. Thank you, Howard. I don't want to drift too far away from our pushing back to save. We're not only trying to save the United States, we're trying to save free markets. You're trying to save everything by pushing back against this climate nonsense, which has nothing to do with the climate.
Nothing?